Ashton?
Madam Chair, to the Minister of Indigenous Services, many of us across Northern Canada are deeply concerned by the outbreak taking place in Northern Saskatchewan, centered in Loche. The outbreak started from a worker who came back from a work camp in Fort McMurray. These camps are making workers sick, and they are proving deadly for First Nations and Northern communities. These work camps put public health at risk during a pandemic. Your government says it's committed to doing everything it can to keep First Nations safe, and yet nothing has been done to support calls for pandemic shutdowns. Will you support First Nations calling for shutdowns during this pandemic to save lives now?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, indeed, Madam Speaker, the situation in Loche is of very, very pressing concern. Members won't be surprised to know that that number will only increase as the days goes on. And as we implement aggressive testing and contact tracing, we are working with surrounding First Nations communities. We are working with the Métis and Dene communities in Loche to ensure that the medical precautions are being put into place. Strict social distancing is being put into an effect, but this is a situation that is very much evolving minute by minute, and it is something that we have deployed additional resources along with the Meadow Lake and the Intertribal Health Authority, and to ensure that there is a health response to a health problem. Clearly, we need coordination
all respect,
with the
Mr. Minister,
to ensure that we have a seamless approach.
My question referred to Loche, but this is a broader issue. There are many work camps, including here in our north, that people are extremely concerned about. First Nations are extremely concerned about. Will your government step in to support their calls for temporary shutdowns at this time?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, one of the things we see as we see the evolving dynamic and the potential spreads, particularly the fear of clusters as communities, provinces, territories may choose to relax certain measures, is the need to have a more targeted approach as to how the economy reacts and deals with it, particularly in northern and vulnerable communities. So this is something that we will need to have a seamless approach with both the Minister of Natural Resources, but also our provincial counterparts, to make sure that that we aren't taking hasty measures in order to reopen the economy while trying to protect, and this is our most important goal, protect Indigenous communities from getting exposed and spreading COVID-19.